Hello, heroes and Zargons. My name is Matt, or Blackbird if you prefer, and this is Tribulations and the Trials of Zargon, a series which details the many ways in which the Emperor's heroes foil Zargon and his minions in their plots to conquer the Empire. In it, we'll review the published quests and any house rules or modifications we're using to make the game more interesting and challenging. In this episode, I'll be discussing The Return of the Witch Lord, Quest 4, The Halls of Vision. Mentor's introduction to Quest 4, The Halls of Vision, reads as follows. King Agrain was one of the greatest of all rulers in a time before chaos. Although he was a powerful and feared warrior, he was also known for his fairness. Agrain dabbled in magic and created the Halls of Vision, a maze of magical rooms. The secret of the halls lies in the keys of Agrain. You must find these valuable keys and reach the safety of the wooden exit door. Beginning in the northwest corridor, the heroes will have a bit of linear traveling to do through some hallways and empty rooms in the southwest quadrant before stumbling into the first of 4 rooms containing a single mummy and marked with the letter A. In this room, and in the subsequent 3 A rooms, the mummy is a magical guardian of the maze, and if it is defeated, a specifically designated door in that room will disappear, possibly trapping the heroes, or at least narrowing their options for forward progress. If the heroes don't kill the mummy, they have the option of exiting through the southern door, leading them back into the southwest quadrant, where they can continue through the rooms fighting non-magical guardian mummies until they find the wooden exit door in the southwest corner of the game board. Or they might discover the secret door, which leads to a passage full of undead. More likely, if the heroes do kill the mummy, the room's southern door will disappear, leaving the heroes no option but to travel east, encountering the other 3 mummy and door rooms. In a room to the far eastern side of the game board, the heroes can discover the magical laboratory of King Agrain. On his desk, they'll find a couple of spell scrolls and the 4 magical golden keys that Mentor described. Possession of these keys will cause any doors that had disappeared to reappear, allowing the heroes free passage through the maze. At this point, there's nothing left for the heroes but to return to the southwest, either by backtracking through the mummy rooms or by taking the other hallway, which may or may not still be crawling with undead. I can't decide if the design for this quest suffers from overthinking or underthinking. The gimmick is cool and has the potential for some great adventure roleplay. The execution is a bit off, but not in any game-breaking or unforgivable way. Here's one scenario that's more likely to play out with a party of intelligent and experienced heroes. The heroes will immediately kill the first mummy they encounter, thereby discovering the kill a mummy, lose a door mechanic. At this point, there's no reason for them not to do this. Although it would be cool for the barbarian to be separated from the party and have to fight his way through the more densely monster-populated areas to rejoin his comrades, it probably isn't going to happen. And if it were the wizard getting separated instead, well, if the party's MO is to have the wizard take point when going through doorways, they're going to deserve whatever they get. After the first mummy, the heroes will discover the secret door at the end of the hallway, and, when seeing the lone mummy in that room, will understand that the door will disappear, and that the secret door is a failsafe to let them continue forward. Opening the next door and revealing the next mummy will let the heroes know that they need to enter this room before killing the mummy, lest anyone become forever trapped behind the disappearing door. And finally, the room with the 4th mummy breaks this pattern established in the previous 2 rooms of the door behind the heroes disappearing. Instead, when this mummy is killed, the room's exit door, not the entrance door, will disappear. However this room plays out, the heroes can discover the secret door leading to the undead hallway and then work their way back around to the wooden exit door. There are 2 spots where things can go catastrophically wrong. The first is when fighting the 3rd mummy. If the heroes kill the mummy before entering its room, and all become trapped behind the disappearing door, they're soft-locked, with no way to reach the keys or the dungeon's exit. Secondly, if the heroes kill the final mummy without at least one hero in the laboratory, they will lose access to the keys. Both of these can be remedied with a casting of pass-through rock, but doing so would be a huge leap of faith on the part of the heroes. Losing the opportunity to find the keys isn't really all that devastating, since they're not strictly necessary to escape the dungeon, and they don't serve any purpose beyond this quest. So while Mentor told the heroes you must find these valuable keys, it's really more like, it'd be cool if you found the keys, because then you can sell them to the wandering merchants that seem to inhabit this lost city of Kalos, and net a cool 800 gold pieces for your trouble. All in all, this is a fun quest, although to keep it fun for everyone, Zargon will have his work cut out for him, trying to find a balance between tormenting the heroes and making sure they still have an out that'll wrap up the quest, even if it isn't ideal. Tell us in the comments below how successful your heroes were in navigating this dungeon. Did Zargon have to create any extra failsafes on the fly? Next up, Quest 5, The Gate of Belthor.